In order to procure a machine, there must be a budget created for that machine to begin with. So let's log in to Omni and create a budget for a particular machine in order to start the process of procurement. So let's go to projects, let's go to jobs. Now go to the job dashboard of the project that we want to create the budget for. So in this case, we're going to try and create a budget for G15. Go to estimates and click on add. This is a machine budget number 2. So this is a budget, mark it as yes. And for a particular scope, let's say 2.3.33, choose the scope. And go to the rate analysis screen. So we're now about to add a resource to this particular scope, G15 31282300/18 scope 3 underneath the BOQ 2.3.3. So let's choose machine right here. Type is either tool or machine, so let's choose machine. Then the group of machines underneath machine, so let's choose construction equipment. Under subgroup, let's choose a compactor. Subgroup is the different types of compactors that are available in the system. So this must come from a predefined machine master in Omni. So let's choose a roller compactor, and we'll choose the running of the machine that's required for this job. So let's choose days. Let's choose 50 days and rate 2,000 rupees per day and click on save. So that's added this roller compactor to this particular scope under this BOQ. Now let's go to the estimate and request approval for this. And approval has been requested. Now, since I'm already logged in as a portal user, I can go directly to the home and directly approve this estimate. So go to my approvals, and this is the estimate that the portal user himself submitted, and we can preview that. And this is for 2.3.3, and this is the scope, and this is the machine resource. So the resource type is E, meaning equipment or machine. This is the machine itself, roller compactor, no capacity. The 50 days it's required at the rate of 2,000 rupees per day. So this looks okay. So let's approve this budget. And it's been approved. So let's go back to projects again. Go to jobs. And go back to the job dashboard once more. And go to estimates. And since it's the last estimate, probably we'll sort by the estimate itself. So this is the machine budget. We can preview that if we wanted to. Okay. And the next step, now that we have a budget, since it's marked as budget true and it's been approved, is that we need to put in a capital purchase requisition. So typically this is a requisition to procure the particular machine. So let's log into plant and machinery and go to capital PR and click on add CPR. Let's choose the job. So this will be the job for which we just created the budget. So that's G15, and click on select. So whatever machines have been budgeted under this particular job will show up here. So we created this one, roller compactor. We added a budget for this. So let's just add it. And we need one machine. So we need one compactor. So the rate can be a suggested rate. So let's just put 50,000 rupees. Click on save. This is a CPR for a roller compactor. Click on update. And then we can request approval. So again, since I'm logged in as the portal user, I can go back to my home page and approve this CPR myself. So let's go to my approvals. And this is the CPR. It's been requested by the portal user, and I can preview that. And this is the CPR for the roller compactor. And this looks okay, so let's approve it. And we can preview the CPR approved as well. So it's been approved. So the CPR is done. The next step after the CPR is that it needs to be converted into an RFQ that's circulated to different vendors for quotations against the RFQ. So for that, let's log in as a purchase user. And let's go to plant and machinery. Let's go to capital PR. And let's do a search for roller compactor. So this is the roller compactor CPR that was submitted today, and it's an approved state. So since it's an approved state, an RFQ can now be created. So clicking on this button here will create an RFQ for this. So let's click on that. So we'll link some vendors to this RFQ. So let's choose Bhavin Trading and Relcon Infra Projects. Click on Save RFQ. And this is the capital RFQ. So we can add some description. And we can put in an offer start date and an end date, a location, and a delivery date. And if we wanted to, we could add an attachment to this. Now let's go back to the RFQ for the plant and machinery. Go to capital RFQ and we can view the RFQ. So this is the RFQ we just created. We can preview it. And this is the RFQ. So the concept here is that this RFQ is printed or converted into a PDF from here and emailed directly to the vendors. And then from the vendor, we'll get a quotation offline. And now we need to record that quotation into the system. So let's go back to capital RFQ again. Let's choose this RFQ and click on the edit link here. And we'd sent it to two different vendors. So let's add an offer from Bhavin. And this is the machine. So let's put 2 lakh rupees as the machine cost, and let's put an annual maintenance cost of 5,000 and an installation cost of 15,000, and click on save. And Let's add a surcharge, an import duty of 20%, and click on save. And this is the gross amount of the offer. So we can put some comments if we wanted to. We could have put some contact email for the offer. So some comments, contact email, and a validity of the offer. If we want to, we could put an attachment as well, but for now that's fine. Let's click on save. And let's go back to the RFQ. So this is the RFQ. We've got an offer from Bhavin already. It says 1 here. Now let's insert an offer from Relcon Info Projects. So let's click on plus here. And this is the roller compactor. Let's put in a base rate of 225. And let's click on plus, save here. And you know what? We'll not add any surcharges or duties, but we'll put in other charges of 20,000 rupees and click on save. And we can put some comments here. If we wanted to, again, we could have added an attachment. Let's save it. And let's go back to the RFQ. So we've got both offers from the two. Now let's make our procurement decision. So before that, let's go back to the RFQ screen, capital RFQ here underneath plant and machinery. And this is the RFQ. And there are two offers against it. So let's view the comparative statement for that RFQ. So this is the offer from Bhavin, this is the offer from Relcon, and this is the surcharge, this is the freight, other charges, and this is the landed cost for the different vendors. So we can take a look at this comparative statement. If we wanted to, we could download it as a PDF or as an Excel file and then make our procurement decision offline. So once we've made our procurement decision, let's go back to the capital RFQ section underneath plant and machinery. Click on the edit link here. And this is the offer. So let's choose the offer from Bhavin and select it. So click on the offer, click on the edit link here, scroll down to the bottom of the page and click on select offer. Let's go back to RFQ again. So now that we've got the offer selected, we can go and create a purchase order for this. So let's go to plant and machinery, go to capital PO. And this is the list of capital purchase orders created in Omni. Let's go to add a new capital purchase order. And this lists the offers given by different vendors that have not yet been converted into a purchase order. So far we have only one offer. So this is the offer. This is against that RFQ. It's from Bhavin, and this is the selection when it was selected. So let's choose this for purchase order and click on yes. And this is the purchase order details. Let's add an expected ready date and an shipment date in October and an arrival date towards the end of October. And if we wanted to, we could put an attachment, but let's update it. Scroll down here, click on the items. This is the items. So this is the roller compactor. That's the base rate. There was a surcharge of 40,000, which was the import duty that we added. So let's add some taxes as well. So let's choose VAT and click on save. And that's the item. So once that's done, we can click on refresh. Click on the items again. And this is the tax that was added. So we can add some terms and conditions as well. That comes from the master of terms and conditions. And we can edit it. Let's go to payment terms. Let's add a payment term as well. 1% discount if paid within 5 days, otherwise 100% on installation. And by DD, 90 days credit. Click on save. So we've got the items, we added whatever tax we needed to add. We've added different terms and conditions. We've also added a payment term. And this looks fine. So let's request approval on this. So we've requested approval on this particular purchase order. So now let's log back in as a portal user and approve this purchase order. Let's go to my approvals, and this is the capital purchase order that has just been created by the purchase manager, and we can preview it. And this is the capital purchase order. This is the item, that's the taxes. This is the total. And these were surcharges, and that's the total 265,000. So this looks okay with me. And let's approve the purchase order. And that approves the purchase order. We can log back in as a procurement manager and verify that the purchase order did indeed get approved. So the purchase manager would of course have gotten an email notification telling him that the purchase order has been approved. So this is a capital PO. This was approved today, and we can preview that. And it was approved by the portal admin on 28/9/2016.